Good evening and welcome to episode 3 of the Berkeley Marathons ultra training vlog. And this week is all about rest and tapering, along with race preparation for the weekend that's coming up. This evening I'm running a gentle, let me see, about 5 miles. And yes, I know it is the evening, which is unusual for me, but that's because I've been out supporting my local 10k, the Berkeley 10k, and my club runners, Dursley Running Club. This is actually my taper week, because I have my next race coming up at the weekend, which is the Lap, and it's an ultra marathon, 47 miles around Lake Windermere. So last week should have also been a taper, part of the taper process for me. But as you can see from my previous video, I did quite a lot of elevation and miles in preparation for this race. So that aside, normally a taper would be a 2-week period. And the reason for this is to allow your body to absorb that training stress, but also maintaining that neuromuscular adaptations that have happened. And the way to taper, which is what I've certainly done this week, is decrease my volume up to 25%. And this allows my body to recover. So I do find other ways of keeping mobile and active, and that's either through doing some of my non-running exercises, squats, calf raises, lunges, stair steps, that sort of thing. During this taper week, I will also go on some gentle, shorter runs, but it has to be remembered that nothing you do in this tapering week will have any benefit come race day if it's a week away. So just bear that in mind and just keep the legs ticking over as you approach race day. And I am guilty of this next statement, in that if I don't go running for a few days, I tend to either start feeling guilty, or I get itchy feet, or I start getting agitated, and I need to get out and just, even if it's for a little gentle trot, get some exercise. Another important aspect which I always focus on in the lead up to a race, certainly 2 weeks out, is to eat correctly and healthily. And then I need to also drink a lot more water. I do drink a lot of tea and coffee, and obviously I hydrate properly during my training runs, but day to day, I don't drink as much water as I should. But come the week before, I tend to focus on this and always drink enough water. So normally if I've got a race a week out, what I'll do at the beginning of the week is make sure I've got the race registration email that's come through, if that's what you receive. And on that is normally the last minute information that the race is trying to communicate to all the runners, whether it's an update on the route, a GPX file for you to download, any changes in requirements for mandatory kit, any changes in the course itself or the aid stations or what they might be able to provide. I have a good read of that. I also visit the website and make sure that I can start getting bits of my kit ready so that it's not all a mad rush to pack it all the day before. Okay, so now it's Wednesday, midweek, and this is the second run of my tapering week. Very, very gentle, 6-ish miles I think, and it's the one day this week where I've got some rain, so it's a bit cooler, a bit fresher, and a bit more refreshing, to be honest. Although the weather's actually like this now, the forecast for the Lake District on the weekend's pretty good. It's looking to be a little bit of sun, a little bit of cloud, but no rain forecast, which is good. I just hope it's not too warm,
because I don't fare that well in the heat. So as usual, I have to stick to my fueling strategy, which is drink a lot and eat little and often. So yeah, I think this will be my last run of the week before the race, and I'm just going to take it nice and easy, do some good stretching, eat well, drink plenty of water, and see what happens on race day. If anyone did manage to get to the National Running Show South last weekend and go and see Paul Breen at the Berkeley Marathons stand, let me know how you got on. Did he give away any tips? I've been in contact with Paul and I'm hoping to meet up with him soon, and I'll grill him, give him some of the questions, try and eke out some information from him about the race that's coming up in September. So if you're entered or you're just interested and you've got any questions you'd like me to ask him when I meet him, please drop them down in the comments below and I'll make sure I'll at least ask them. I can't guarantee he'll give you the answer that you're after, but it's always worth asking. So hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. Stay tuned for next week's, and of course my race vlog, the lap. Let's go and do this. Push yourself.